You know the drill by now. So we show off our poor financial decisions for the 2 people that might watch this at some point. Been a little heavy into the movie buying lately. So let's go. I believe it was Orbit DVD. Had like a used sale online. So it was like 33% off or something used stuff. And if you buy more than 3 things, you can get free shipping every time. So I just bought a bunch of fucking used movies. These are the stuff I actually care about. Deep Red, Dario Argento. It was used, but it's the fancy box set and had all the stuff with it. None of it's damaged or anything, so that's a score. Classic flick. Salem's Lot, Blu-ray. Honestly, don't think I've ever seen it.
I haven't either.
So, you know, whew, another strike for the horror guys here, just blowing it left and right. Return to Salem's Lot, DVD, only because it was used. I'm not out here buying new DVDs, I'll tell you that much right now. But 33% off, bargain. Leprechaun 7-film collection. At the time it came out, it was the complete collection. There has been one movie since, Cujo. Because you know I'm a freak for lists. And I've been going through all these old lists that I have of stuff to watch. And the new list was like animal horror, like I just have a list of them. And Cujo and Lake Placid were 2 of the movies that like aren't streaming anywhere. And then I found this used, so got Cujo used, need Lake Placid. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen this one, and this is the one everybody loves. Whoo! Gonna watch all 3 of these boys maybe in one night. Cannot wait for 3. I am dying to re-see 3. I don't even remember it. I just know that it is the one where the plot, like the shark has like, is out for vengeance and like travels to get revenge, and that is absurd. And I need to see it as an adult. Okay, here. Okay, these are just random things I bought. There's another sale for Indicator, which is, most of them are not playable here unless you have a region-free player. They're from the UK. But they had a deal like 5 for 20 or something like that. And I was like, well, then shipping is going to be outrageous. But I got 6 Blu-rays for like 40 or 50 bucks shipped from the UK. And then John Carpenter's Vampires, just a classic. This is The Witch. Honestly got it because it was like $4 on Amazon. Like I was just looking, because there's like a fancy version of this that has come out, and like I looked that up, and then the regular one was like $4, and Sophia's never seen it, so I was like, oh, you know, I'll just buy the $4 Blu-ray. The Dorm That Dripped Blood. I feel like a lot of people only know this movie because he mentions it in Scream 2. Randy does. Like when he's on the phone with the killer, he's like, oh, what's your favorite movie? Probably The Dorm Dripped Blood, or like, and names a bunch of like B slashers like that. It's a British slasher. It's aight. Wasn't disappointing. Wasn't great. Grave Robbers is a Vinegar Syndrome movie that I did not own. And I went through a phase trying to track down a couple of the ones that I didn't own and wanted. A lot of them are very expensive. So I just lowball people, send them an offer on eBay, and somebody accepted it. Like $30 shipped for this. Dario Argento. 4 Flies on Grey Velvet. Have not seen it, but I like Argento. And it's 4K fancy release from Severin. You can't find it. It's like sold out. I just messaged somebody, like I messaged the site, and they're like, oh yeah, we have a couple copies. And just sold it to me. Mahakal. Indian take on Nightmare on Elm Street. No way this is not great. Not a chance. Killer's Moon. I bought this just because this is one of the things I bought from that Indicator, because you need 3 things for free shipping. And it's a British slasher that came out the same time that Halloween came out. So nobody really paid attention to it because Halloween was so big, right, even overseas, that like this flew under the radar. But it's supposed to be a bizarre like slasher in a mental hospital, I'm pretty sure. EO, Loved it. Saw it in theaters. It's all through the eyes of a donkey. Great movie. Craziness, cinematography on point. The donkey doesn't die. That's a plus. Faceless, another one from Severin. It's like a French, I think it's a French horny horror about fucking Nazi surgeons ripping off people's faces. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, then the two best things for last. This is the soundtrack of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but all of the songs were turned into metal songs.
It's amazing.
And the variant is called Zombie Brains. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3-disc 4K, comes with like a book and pictures, all kinds of stuff. Import from the UK. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get it because when it went up for pre-order, it sold out immediately, and then they like opened the order up again, and they're just like, okay, like if we don't get enough, like your order's just gonna get canceled, but you can try. But I got it, and I haven't opened it yet because I figured me and Ben and Joe would probably watch it together sometime.
That'd be awesome.
But
Yeah, we should definitely review that.
I rewatched 2 recently because Vinegar Syndrome put out 2, like the fancy 4K, and like, dude, 2 is still so good.
It is.
And I can't wait to see this in 4K because people were worried, like, the reason Texas Chainsaw was like so groundbreaking, so good, is because it was like shot so well, but so gritty and like grainy and just dirty. And they're like, it still looks like that, just so much better.
Wow.
So like, if they don't ruin, like if it doesn't look glossy, I feel like it's gonna be so good. But that's it. There's more at the crib, and more arriving daily. They're firing off pretty quick. There were pages and pages of pre-orders that I did during COVID, and production backups got crazy, and I just kept ordering. And it's coming. It's coming in hot.